Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's time to take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Alright guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. I promised y'all yesterday that we'd probably do a better one today, but I'm not so sure of this now that I've looked at this one, and right here on the bottom where there's usually a bottling date on here, it was left blank. This beer was brewed one time, and that was last year, and it's a pale ale, and it's only 6%, so I don't think it's going to be that great. It's already past its prime. And like I said a month or so ago, I try to weed these things out, but sometimes, usually Clown Shoes, I usually like most of their stuff. The Hoppy Feet and several of the others, Vampire Slayer and Tracorn, Unique Dragon. I mean, some of those beers were right tasty. But this is a pale ale done with Brettanomyces yeast. So it's going to have that funkiness going on that the Brett yeast gives it. And like I said, it's past its prime, but it's so dark in the bottom, I can't tell if there's anything floating around, but I got a feeling it's going to be a chunky monkey. So we'll see. I may have lied to you yesterday when I said we're going to do a better beer. This may not be the better beer that I was hoping it would be. Alright, let's get on with this one. This is an English Pale Ale, and since they only done it once, it is considered retired, I guess. They did it once, and I guess it went over like a lead balloon, and they decided not to do it again. So that may be a good thing. So, and this is a 22-ounce bomber, and I don't remember what I paid for it, but I have not had it that long. I picked it up. I think I picked it up down at Total Wine about 2 months ago. So I was not expecting it to be that far out of date. So this goes to show you can't always judge. Well, I go to Total Wine, or I go to this place, or I go to that place, and they always have fresh beer. If it doesn't have a date on the bottle, how do you know? And if you're not somewhere where you can look it up on the internet or something like that to get that information, how do you know? That's why I get up on that soapbox and say it needs to be printed on every damn bottle. And it needs to be printed in a date that we can recognize and not some silly ass code. So I'm going to harp on this more and more and get louder and frickin' louder about it. So, and I'm a big fan of Clown Shoes, but this may burn them. I may not be that happy with what I'm going to pour out of this bottle, so we'll see where it goes. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's really tasty, but I got a feeling that it's not going to be as tasty as it should have been or could have been a year ago. I mean, this was brewed in 2012, and here we are in October of 2013, so this beer is definitely a year old, and I'm not a big fan of that whatsoever, and I hate paying good money for old beer. And I know a lot of you guys are the same way. So, the food pairings for this beer, the cuisine is Indian, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern. It chooses a peppery Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue, cheddar. And the meat is fish and shellfish. Glassware is a pint, Becker Stein, a mug, a tumbler. I got the pint glass, and the beer is not recommended for extended cellarings. And the main reason I'm upset, it has a little thing here on the bottom, a little white barcode where they're supposed to put the date, and they put absolutely nothing on here. You could say, well, it's your fault because you bought it and didn't have a date on it. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe it is my fault. Maybe, and I've harped about this before, that I was going to stop buying beers. But there's still so many of them out there that doesn't have a date on them. That would really limit to what I could buy. So, if they're willing to take a chance on selling me an out-of-date beer, I'm willing to take a chance and tell them it tastes like shit. So that's the way it's going to be. Alright guys, I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about here. If they want to win the subscribers and consumers over, they need to put a date on every bottle. So if it sits on that shelf, they know when it was put in that bottle. And they're not just taking a guess like, hey, it may be fresh and it may not be. Not everybody has the ability to look this up on the internet while they're in the store. So Here it says, commercial description, we kept this one simple, used water, malt, hops, yeast, and made it the kind of beer that will help you when your real or imaginary people are tired, thirsty, hungry, and enslaved, to step forward and state with authority, let my people go. Well, let my people go put a date on the damn beer, that's what I'm going to say. So let's get the cap off of this and see what the hell it's about. Yeah, it's got carbonation, we got bubbles streaming up. And this beer is probably going to pour a little cloudy since I used the Brett yeast. And I don't know if it's filtered or unfiltered. I don't have a clue. Alright, over into the light. It is a very murky brown color. Got a slight reddish tint to it. A lot of bubbles streaming up, so it looks fairly well carbonated. Let's get a nose on it. I am getting the Brett yeast. There is some funkiness, some very similar to like a farmhouse ale funk. There's a sweetness there to it too, like there's some apricots or pears or something like that. Got kind of a sweet smell to go with that funkiness. A little breadiness in there too, maybe some crackery breadiness. Oh well, let's give it a hit and see if it's poison. Cheers, everybody. That is nasty. That is horrible. I lied to you yesterday. This may be a drain pour. That is nasty. I know why they retired this beer. It was garbage. Yeah. I'm not even going to finish it. This gets an F. This is the worst beer that I've had in probably 2 or 3 years. Clown shoes, you suck. I may not even buy any more of your beers. It's that bad. It is nasty. Guys, I'm not going to finish this. We're going to end this beer review here. Do not buy this beer. If you see it, let it set. If you see any Clown Shoes beers that don't have a date on them, let them set. Clown Shoes, I can't believe this. Man, this really chaps my ass. Y'all suck. Y'all suck. This gets an F. Rate Beer says it's 63 overall and 48 in the style. Beer Advocate says it's 79, which is okay. It is not okay. It is freaking nasty. It's a drain pour. It's the worst beer I've had in many years. Guys, that's all I got to say about this one. I know we're going to have a better beer than this tomorrow. I can't believe that. That is horrible. That is horrible. I'd rather have ice water than that. Guys, let's go see what's